Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday, February 4th, 2026 Penfield Town Board Legislative Town Board meeting. I will now call this meeting to order. Councilwoman Dean, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Barry.
Here.
Dean. Here. Getz.
Here.
Lang.
Here.
Teglash.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, moving to communication and announcements, and I will begin with Councilperson Getz.
Very good. Town of Penfield brush drop-off will be this Saturday, February 7th, and also 2 weeks from Saturday, February 21st, from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2143 Gloria Drive. The Town of Penfield will host several weekend brush drop-off events throughout the winter months. This service is available at 2143 Gloria Drive to Penfield residents only. As mentioned, for this month, the events are on this coming Saturday and on February 21st. Additional events may be scheduled depending on weather conditions. Regularly scheduled drop-off services are expected to resume on Monday, March 31st. Additional questions on this event can be answered by the Department of Public Works at 585-340-8710, Monday through Friday.
Okay, Councilperson Teglash, were you done?
I think I'm next, yeah.
We're
We're out of order.
Do you have additional?
I do have additional. Are we going through the, I apologize, Supervisor, are we going each one? I'll go through, okay. Clear snow from fire hydrants. As the snow continues to fall, and yes, it's going to fall this week again, it's critical to keep fire hydrants accessible for firefighters in an emergency. We do ask residents to clear snow 3 feet around all sides of hydrants. Check hydrants periodically throughout the winter to ensure they remain clear. Avoid using snow blowers in your hydrants to prevent damage. Your effort helps ensure emergency responders can act quickly when needed, and we thank you in the community for help in this very important matter. Town and county tax bills are due. This is a reminder about the 2026 town and county tax bills. If you have not received your tax bill, please contact the town's tax receiver at 585-340-8625 or visit www.monroecounty.gov to print a hard copy. It is important to remember that total payments are due by February 10th to avoid interest fees. Installment payments are available if you cannot pay the total amount at once. A 1.5% interest fee will take effect as of February 11th through the 28th. For more information on payment options and links to Monroe County, please visit the Town of Penfield website at www.penfield.org/tax. Thank you.
Councilperson Teglash.
The Penfield Trails Committee invites the community to participate in our annual night hike on Friday, February 6th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. at Rothfuss Park and the Irene Gosson Nature Preserve. The hike will begin at Rothfuss Park, located at 1648 5 Mile Line Road, and will travel through the park's 70 acres of gently sloping terrain, allowing for easy navigation. Participants will also explore the Irene Gosson Nature Preserve, which features a variety of natural habitats, a wooded wetland, and a young forest. This evening hike offers a refreshing opportunity for light exercise while enjoying the calm and beauty of the winter landscape, hopefully under the moonlight. The hike is open to participants of all ages. Children under 16 must be accompanied by an adult. Attendees are encouraged to dress appropriately and wear footwear suitable for snow or slippery conditions. Pre-registration is encouraged and can be completed through the Penn Rec Department website, penfieldnewyork.gov/hike. And there has been postings that it was going to be at 6, so if you thought it was at 6, please pay special attention. It is at 6:30. And I would also recommend that you do register because if the weather does turn badly, that will be the way to be notified. As winter fades and spring approaches, it's time to get growing. The town is excited to announce that registration is now open for Community Victory Garden Beds. Have a spot to grow your own vegetables, herbs, or flowers in a dedicated garden space while enjoying fresh air and connecting with neighbors. Gardeners of all experience levels are welcome. The Community Victory Garden is located at 1748 5 Mile Line Road, just north of Atlantic Avenue. Reserve your garden bed today by calling PennRec at 585-340-8655 or visit the Penfield Community Center for more information, and secure your garden bed today, and they get taken fast.
Councilperson Lang?
Our Department of Public Works crews have been working hard on keeping our roads safe through this extensive and cold winter weather. As a reminder, it's essential that all of us provide cooperation when encountering a snowplow vehicle. Be sure to give the plows plenty of space and avoid tailgating, as they may stop suddenly or make wide turns. Watch for flashing yellow and amber lights signaling active plowing. Never pass on the right where snow and debris are being pushed. Pass cautiously on the left only when visibility is clear and it's safe to do so. Protect your vehicle by keeping your distance, as salt and de-icing materials may spray from the plow. Following these tips helps keep drivers, plow operators, and our roads safe all winter long. Emphasis on long this year. Thank you for helping keep our community moving safely. Also, in the winter theme, please remember that winter parking regulations are in effect now through April 1st between 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. During these times, on-street parking is prohibited to all snowplows clear the roads efficiently. Thank you for your cooperation and for helping us maintain safe and clear roads. Project of community interest, the Active Transportation Plan Public Open House. Since last spring, the town of Penfield has been developing an active transportation plan focused on improving pedestrian and bicycle mobility through a safe, comfortable, and well-connected multimodal transportation network. The community is invited to learn more about this effort at a public open house on Tuesday, February 24th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Penfield Community Center. This drop-in event will provide an opportunity to view presentation materials, learn about potential facility improvements and future investments, and speak directly to the project team. Community feedback is an important part of the process, and input will be considered before draft recommendations are finalized. Project information is updated regularly on the town's website under Projects of Community Interest or by selecting Transportation Plan from the homepage menu. Again, the public open house will take place Tuesday, February 24th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Penfield Community Center.
Thank you. Councilperson Dean?
Celebrate Valentine's Day with Penfield Recreation on Friday, February 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Community Center. This indoor event is back and already shaping up to be a huge success. The community room will feature festive decor and a sandwich counter for a quick bite while you mingle. Get creative with Valentine's card making and magnet crafts. Then stop by the senior lounge for the popular puppy kissing booth featuring lovable dogs available for adoption or just there for some extra kisses. Head into the gym to enjoy music, dancing, and a DJ, keeping the party going all night. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come celebrate love, laughter, and community with Penn Rec, Friday, February 13th, beginning at 5 p.m. President's Day will be on Monday, February 16th, in recognition of all United States presidents, with particular acknowledgement of the birthdays of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Town offices will be closed in observance of the holiday. However, the public library will remain open during its regularly scheduled hours.
Thank you. Clerk Steklof?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Every month, we have a staff spotlight. This month is Doug Yeager and Patrick Erkfitz. They are with the Department of Public Works, the Highway Foreman, Winter Operations. As we move through the coldest month of the year, it's easy to take for granted the work that happens behind the scenes to keep our roads clear of snow and ice. These two employees lead this effort. Doug and Patrick take the lead in planning snow and ice clearing operations. This includes monitoring weather forecasts, road conditions, and staff scheduling. When winter weather is expected, no matter the time of day, they are checking road conditions and making the call to activate snow and ice removal operations. While the hours can be long, they are always prepared to respond and, most importantly, help keep our community moving safely. Doug has more than 20 years of experience working in highway departments across Monroe County, including the past 3 years with the town of Penfield. Patrick has worked his way up through the ranks as the Penfield DPW since starting in 2016 and was named a foreman in late 2024. In addition to winter weather operations, Doug and Patrick help oversee the department's day-to-day operations throughout the rest of the year. Their responsibilities shift seasonally and include coordinating paving and drainage projects during the warm months, as well as assigning crews to maintain and improve infrastructure such as sidewalks, gutters, and drainage systems. Thank you, Doug and Patrick, for all that you do.
Thank you. The town of Penfield has been awarded Infrastructure Project of the Year by the Genesee Valley chapter of the American Public Works Association, the APWA, for its Philbrook Park footbridge reconstruction project. I had the honor, along with Town Board Member Lang, Town Engineer Mark Valentine, and Assistant Town Engineer Mike O'Connor, to formally accept the honor at an event held on Thursday, January 29th. The new 500-foot-long footbridge opened in September 2025, replacing aging wooden walkways that had reached the end of their useful life. The new structure significantly enhances trail connectivity to the south and to the town of Parenton Spring Lake Trail, making one of the town of Penfield's most scenic trails more accessible for all. APWA is a professional membership organization serving those in the public works sector. The national organization has chapters throughout the country. Congratulations to everyone who was involved with this project. We hope everyone in the community enjoys this new scenic trail system in Philbrook Park. And I wanted to share that I will be having a community conversation on Saturday, February 28th at the Senior Lounge in the Penfield Community Center. Residents are encouraged to participate in this informal open discussion to share ideas, ask questions, and talk most about what matters most for Penfield's future. The time will be noon to 1 p.m. I will be hosting these community conversations throughout 2026. If you can't attend, you are always welcome to share your thoughts by emailing supervisor@penfieldny.gov. Next, we have a public hearing.
That public hearing that we're going to have tonight is to consider a proposed local law to amend Town Code Chapter 207, Taxation and Assessment, to increase the existing alternative veterans exemption amounts to add the Cold War veteran exemption. The legal notice was posted in the Webster Herald, the town's website, and the Town Clerk Bulletin Board on January 21st, 2026. No postcards were mailed due to this being a town-wide action.
Okay. I will now open the public hearing. Is there anyone here for the public hearing?
And no one has signed up.
And I see no one online or call in.
No.
So it looks like we have no one for the public hearing. So then I will close the public hearing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you state what it's for again?
Yeah, it is proposed for to amend our town code. Our town code, is this working? Yeah. Our town code, Chapter 207, it's for taxation and assessment, and what it is to add Cold War veterans exemptions.
Okay, Cold War.
Yep.
Other veterans currently have the exemption, and this adds the Cold War veterans to that.
Yep. All right, so next we have public participation. Is anyone signed up?
No one has signed up that I've seen. Do you guys want to speak during our public participation? Would you like to speak during our public participation?
No.
Okay.
Guess not.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and additions and deletions to the agenda, I will be, during new business, announcing a couple more public hearings. Are there any other additions or deletions to the agenda?
We do have resolution number 26T-064 to adopt a law, local law to amend Town Code Chapter 207, the taxation assessment, to modify real property tax exemptions for veterans. We'll just need somebody to move and second.
I would make that motion to add that to our agenda.
I will second.
No need for a vote
Okay.
at this point.
Next, we have the minutes from January 7th, 2026. If the board has had opportunity to review, if I could have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second, and this motion is for the amended minutes, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Madam Clerk, do you want to call the roll?
Barry?
Aye.
Dean?
Aye.
Getz?
Aye.
Lang?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay. Are there any petitions this evening?
We have not received petitions.
Okay, so then we will begin with resolutions by function, beginning with Law and Finance with Councilperson Getz.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
Town member Getz, I will read that, and then you can make your motion, and somebody can second. Okay.
Very good.
Budget transfer for the library fund.
So moved.
Second.
And then you can read it.
Under Penfield Town Board Resolution 26T-049, whereas the Town Board desires to have an up-to-date budget in relation to current income and expenditures, now be it resolved that the following 2025 budget transfers be approved from lease equipment, $706, to equipment library, $706.
Barry?
Aye.
Dean?
Aye.
Getz?
Aye.
Lang?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization of 2026 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Resolution number 26T-05.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. So you will want to move that?
So moved. Thank you.
Teglash will second?
I'll second that.
And now you can read it.
There we go. I don't mean to jump ahead.
That's okay.
Start over. Resolution number 26T-050, authorization of the 2026 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance. Whereas the Town Board desires to have a 2026 budget that ensures the continued provision of services for Penfield residents, and whereas additional appropriations and budget adjustments have been identified as necessary to satisfy the needs of the town, now be it resolved that the following 2026 budget amendments and additional budget appropriations be approved. Account number 1440-002-2201, other equipment. Current budget was $42,000. Proposed is $92,000 with a variance of $50,000. GL account number A0014403089-001, sustainability and energy savings. Current budget was originally at under 50 to now 100, under 100 with a $50,000 variance in favor. And then A003620-002-2100, light duty equipment. The current budget was non-existent. It's proposed for $73,000 with a $73,000 variance. And then A003620-3089-000, New York State grant. Again, current budget was at zero. Grant that's received proposed was $73,000 with a variance of the $73,000 received.
Barry?
Aye.
Dean?
Aye.
Getz?
Aye.
Lang?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
5 ayes.
Madam Clerk, I would just like to point out that some of these resolutions are very lengthy and they can be summarized. They don't need to be read in their entirety.
Yes, and they also can, you can just say moved as written.
Moved as written, yeah. And I thought with a couple of these, just so everybody understood some of the amounts, but I will,
Yep.
I thank you.
Yep,
Thank you for the reminder.
That's what we normally do. If the person presenting feels that there's reason to go into detail, we do. Otherwise, we move as written.
You can always summarize it, too. You don't have to go
Go through the whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
points.
Okay, Resolution 2016-051, amending the Town of Penfield 2026 fee schedules for the building department.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
And for this, a brief summary. This is to amend the fee schedules for the building department. This was, I believe, discussed during our work session. During that discussion, we are working on a couple of other additions to this, so there may be amendments at a later time, but with that understanding, I would move as written.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization to lease land for agricultural purposes at 1075 Plank Road.
So moved.
Second.
With regards to this matter, I just thought it was important to let the board and community members know. I did have an opportunity to have communications with town council just to make sure I feel comfortable in saying that there are no conflicts of interest with regards to this matter. And it is my understanding from the communications with council is that this is a renewal of a lease, and it in sum and substance would follow the 2019 lease with some amendments increasing the lease value. With that summarization, I would so move.
I just had a question on that resolution. Mr. Attorney, this might be for you. I believe that there was some research done to this rental fee, and that aligns with what is believed to be the market value of it.
That's correct. So town staff actually did an investigation to determine what the value of renting agricultural land for farming would be, and I believe he also had a conversation with the there's actually two of these on here, and had a conversation, or will have a conversation with the tenants about what the increased amount would be. Once assuming the town board approves these, what I would envision happening is basically an addendum that would be on top of the lease that would change a couple of terms, like the new rent term and the amount of rent, and then otherwise it would be the same as the existing lease. But there was research done to determine the value, and there will be a slight increase.
Thank you. I'd like to also mention that this is adopted subject to a permissive referendum. So this will be published in our Webster Herald. I will get that published tomorrow, send it in tomorrow. And that is something that will be open for 30 days for people to comment. Otherwise, then it's passed.
Right. So technically, you'd have to wait 30 days before you can sign it.
Okay, thank you.
Assuming there's no petition filed and a referendum held.
So after the 30 days, it just becomes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization of 2025 budget amendments and additional appropriations from the general fund balance, highway fund, library fund, sewer fund, and lighting fund.
So moved.
Second.
I am going to move as written with the understanding that there may be some comments brought by council members with regards to issues in some of the budgeting for the variances.
Yeah, I just had a question, I think maybe for you, Mr. Supervisor. Since I was not a part of this budget process for 2025, I thought it was important to maybe kind of understand. It is a fairly high dollar amount of change, so just to kind of get an understanding of how we got to this point in a budget process.
Yeah. Yes, I'm glad to. Overall, the vast majority of these funds were approved per resolution last year, and this is documentation of the funds being taken from the general fund, and they were used for LaSalle's Landing, Channing Philbrick, and the Empire Boulevard pump station projects. We also had the addition or changes with a couple of staff. We added a night foreman, and we increased one position from part-time to full-time, which is another reason for this. And then we had an interesting situation where the elected and appointed officials' pay that was supposed to be directly deposited on January 2nd of 2026, deposited on 12/31 of 2025, so it hit last year's budget instead of this year's. That is the vast majority of the funds.
And then in terms of the other high dollar amount that I see is from snow and ice removal from last year, do we think we have a better handle on budgeting for that this year, or do we think it's a variable just based on the?
It is variable based on the type of winter we're having, and all the municipalities are experiencing the same.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Ready for a vote? Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization to lease land for agricultural purposes at 1070 Penfield Road.
So moved.
Second.
So with regards to Resolution 26T-054, I would move as written with the understanding that it is in sum and substance the same issues that we just discussed with the potential of review that the council's provided to me that made me feel comfortable in moving as written.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for the supervisor to sign an intermunicipal agreement with Monroe County for the Stormwater Coalition of Monroe County.
So moved.
Second.
With regards to 26T-055, this authorization, I believe, is fairly routine. I would, with regards to that, and it, let me just double check something. I apologize. I don't think there was any issue here. With that understanding, I'd move as written.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorizing the destruction of surplus computer equipment and data storage devices.
So moved.
Second.
With regards to 26T-056, I would note that I believe that there is an addendum that will be attached for the inventory list. With that understanding, I'd move as written.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay, next we'll be moving on to Public Works.
Yes.
With Councilperson Lang.
Purchase of a Cromer Field painter's sprayer.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase of an Exmark Laser X Series 60-inch zero-turn mower.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase of a 2026 John Deere 624P tier wheel loader.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase of one Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase of one 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD with dump body, plow, and salter.
Moved as written.
Second.
I'll just notate that all of the resolutions that I've just spoken to were budgeted items.
Thank you.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay, and we'll move on to public safety with Councilperson Dean.
Appointment to the Energy and Environmental Conservation Committee, EECC.
So moved.
Second.
And this, I want to just make note that last month, all the other members were voted in or approved at the January legislative meeting, and Mr. Bennett was accidentally left off. And so,
Our apologies.
yeah, so it was a mistake, and so that is being corrected and caught up with tonight.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay, moving to community services with Councilperson Teglash.
Authorization for supervisor to sign recreation contracts.
Moved as written.
Second.
And I'll just make a comment. This is just authorizing our supervisors to sign those recreational contracts that our Penfield Recreation Department has with different businesses for spring, summer programming, which includes Soccer Shots, Bravo Creative Arts, Jody Marcello for youth dance and yoga, Mary Slaughter for youth fitness, Victory Fitness programs, and Bushido Kai Judo for judo.
Okay, Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Is there any old business?
No business.
No old business. Okay, moving to new business, I have a couple announcements. In accordance with New York Home Municipal Law, I would like to introduce a proposed local law to amend Section 220-26 of the Penfield Town Code, Schedule 5 stop intersections, to add 2 stop signs at the intersection of Brentwood Drive and Willowhurst Drive. A hard copy of the proposed local law has been placed on the town board members' desks tonight. We will hold a public hearing to consider this local law on Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. Additionally, I would like to introduce another local law to amend Section 220-26 of the Penfield Town Code, the Schedule 5 stop intersections, to add stop signs at the intersection of Kenmont Drive and Henderson Drive. A hard copy of this proposed local law has also been placed on the town board members' desk tonight, and we will hold a public hearing to consider this local law on Wednesday, March 4th, 2026.
Okay. Now we have new business. You ready for new business?
Yes.
Okay. Adopt a local law to amend Town Code, Chapter 207, Taxation and Assessment, to modify real property tax exemption for veterans.
So moved.
Second.
With regards to this, only because I think there might have been somebody previously in the audience that had some questions about it, so perhaps we can answer these questions to a bit. In sum and substance, the purpose of this is to conform with real property, New York State real property tax law, where the town board is wishing to make an amendment to Penfield Town Code to increase the amount for alternative veterans exceptions allowable pursuant to Section 458A of the New York State Real Property Tax Law, and to add Cold War veterans exceptions pursuant to Section 458B of the Real Property Tax Law. The intent here is to allow the veterans who have earned this opportunity the maximization of their real property exemptions.
And my understanding is that the definition of Cold War is any of the non-active times that all the other exemptions do not apply to.
That's correct. That's my understanding as well.
Okay.
Barry.
Aye.
Dean.
Aye.
Getz.
Aye.
Lang.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
5 ayes. That's it for our new business.
Okay. I assume no one is signed up for the second public participation?
No.
Okay, and there is no one here either, so it looks like that is completed. Our next meeting will be March 4th, 2026. I guess I would move to adjourn.
Second.
At 7:06.
We are adjourned at 7:06 PM.